Okay. Since we last spoke, Keefe D was granted bail. You talked about it in an earlier segment. So I wanted to get your thoughts on that, but I also wanted to get your thoughts on him relieving his public defender and now bringing on a new lawyer. If you had any thoughts or opinions about the change and, of course, the bail amount that he was given.
Yeah, the bail amount, the word that was used in the bail amount, y'all go look it up. I can't think of it right now. But I know that term, and I heard it before, where it means this is a bill I don't believe that you can make, which apparently the judge is correct because he ain't made it yet. Uh, However, and so they're trying to be fair. He's been 27 years. He hadn't ran. And so the judge gave him a fair bail. Most bails for murder cases in the state of California, and so I don't know about Nevada, is only $1 million. Most people, they only put $1 million bond on you. They make them higher if you have a record, and which Keefe D does have a record, and or your crime was a little, have more evidence and stuff like that. But that doesn't mean, and the judge said it, I know a lot of YouTubers out there reporting like, because the case is weak. The judge said, no, this has nothing to do with the strength of the case or not, or the lack of evidence, even though there's no physical evidence. But I don't know if y'all caught early on, the prosecution always said, and I don't know what it is. I'm still one that don't believe Keefe D is that stupid to still have some type of physical evidence at his house. But the prosecution is saying that. But they're saying they're going to turn it over at some point during discovery. Don't know what it is. Have no clue. But they're alleging and holding that close to the vest. Now, everybody, and I heard a couple of people wanting to know who this witness is. And James is not in no witness protection program or nothing. And y'all sure enough know I ain't in no witness protection program. So y'all stop saying it's James or Reggie or something like that. Everybody knows who it is. It's that nigga Dirt Rock that the feds put into a witness protection program or whatever, or gave some money to relocate. It ain't no secret. It's one of his homeboys, the ones that set him up originally. I would caution any of you street that got some money, because I know nobody f***ing with Keefe because now he's a known rat. But if there's any of y'all that get stupid enough to want to f*** with him, like a whack 100 or somebody like that, to make sure you got good legal paperwork with him, because I know you never did no business with him, but people that he was working with, he's tried to set up, just hasn't gotten exposed yet. But the nigga and his son keep running their motherfucking mouths. That nigga PJ is going to get the paperwork of how he was trying to set him up when he was a free man. Keep it up, Keefe, little boy, son. Saying all this to say, the only way Keefe D is going to get out of prison, because I don't even think his wife can qualify to have their house refinanced, because even though you might have equity in the house, you still got to have a job that can qualify you for that new house payment, right? So the only way they're going to be able to raise bail money if he sells some rights. Somebody goes and sells some rights. Now, if I was in the movie industry or something like that, I might, for $75,000, would buy his rights from you. To say, how I shot Tupac, a movie like that. How the went down. What's happening to me in prison since I went to jail for shooting Tupac, or once I was convicted. So he might could sell some rights like that. Somebody might be willing to take the chance for maybe 5 or 10 years down the line to do a movie deal with him. Would be the only way to keep he's going to get that $75,000 to get bailed out. The attorney thing, I still believe that attorney is pro bono, or maybe got $15,000 from somewhere, $20,000 from somewhere to start the case. But trust me, he's gonna be asking to be off the case real soon if he's not doing it for publicity or for some type of fame, which would be a great ideal if he did. It'll be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how this attorney got on this case, or who paid for this attorney to get on the case for him. But hey, I have no problem with it. I've been telling you guys from the jump. Use that money to for a lawyer, even if it was my situation. Get me a lawyer first before you get me on the streets. Get me free. You need to have somebody that can go in their courts and exploit the laws. Because I'm not saying a public defender attorney is bad. I'm not one to say that or believe that. But I believe they'd be so overworked where they don't have the time to put into a case or the money to hire an investigator to go and investigate things for them. Is what I believe is why you get a private attorney, because they'll be willing to come and hear you out. Every public defender I used to know, you know where they used to meet with the defendants at? If anybody ever been to prison or jail, not prison, jail, you know about the fish tank. They used to come down to the fish tank, and that's where they meet you at and talk to you in the fish tank. Right before you about to go before the, before the court, before the judge on that particular day. They don't come like on TV and be sitting in the interview room with you and hanging out with you and talking and going over the case with you, pulling you out of the jail and all of that. That'd only be the private attorneys. Just trying to educate people. A lot of you people already know. But I talk to the massive, not to the minimum or the small people that already know these things. Because a lot of people haven't been in that situation. Hopefully never will be in these situations. But that's how it really goes. TV really fucks your brains up when it comes to this lawyer stuff and how the lawyers work for you. And it don't always go the way because they're overworked. So that would be my opinion for why he got the PD. The bail, hey, $750,000 once again. $75,000 with some property that's supposed to be a value at $750,000. But trust me, there are bail bondsmen out there that will work with you to help you get it, but you're still going to have a decent amount of money to get bailed out. And you're also going to need money for that attorney, especially now since you got a private attorney. Got it? All right. Peace bomb first.